It's Madden NFL 23, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cardinals and the G-Men coming up next.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Time Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right to the air, here's Murray. Nice move at the 40. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, he's already shown on this opening drive that he will run the football. We know that about him, Charles, so maybe when he gets outside the pocket, the defense a little wary about the run, and he's able to convert the pass. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Azeez Ojulari able to get him for a loss of about 3. Another try after the first down sack. Murray under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jalen Smith. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, a 15-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone and they do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Now Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Prater on to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up middle taken now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this one too low.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Azeez Ojulari. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a draw play. This is Connor. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now Murray. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Here's Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And oh no, it's incomplete. It's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Nifty move. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off the play fake. Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
The last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to Jones, hit, and the ball's out. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Murray going to hold on to it once more. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Prater for the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
On 2nd and 10, Jones on the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and they will remain well behind.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
He's going deep for Brown, and he's got it inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. Murray going to throw. And he's got it. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. So all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones on 3rd down. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll have first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. On the move to his left. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. To throw is Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's counter. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. On play action, it's Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cardinals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And New York set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones, he's got Bellinger. That'll give him 8 that time. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Throwing Jones. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
3 quarters in the books. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Cards continue to pour it on here in the fourth. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. CD, it'll go into the books as just 1 win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the 4th quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Jones trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jay Sanders picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Part of my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They start with a give to Connor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A gain of 14. First down, Cardinals.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The tackle made by Julian Love. A gain of 4.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Murray now. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
Murray on the keeper. Aziz Ojulari on the tackle.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.